We have a scrim, which they've asked me to stream between DOA and VDP. So we have, how come the names don't come up? Ah, this must be a standard server. So, no, we have Red Team and VDP. That's interesting. Red Team doesn't come up with the clan name, because it's not uniform right across the board. We have DOA C for Mr. Captain, Hothead, Acronis, Doomsday, and Scotty for DOA.
Prepare your team.
And for VDP we have Midnight Something, TDS, Heiko, and Defix. So here we go. Let me put some accuracies up.
Round begins in 3, 2.
Come on, accuracies, get up there. There you go. Okay, Hothead is rocket jumping up to the top. You'll notice that I've got pick map 0, so you can see all the textures. Lovely to behold. I'm just gonna check my monitor screen and see if everything's okay.
Red wins the round.
I'm gonna see if the cast is better with all the lovely eye candy.
2, 1.
Following Scotty at the moment. He goes to the top. He's got his rocket out. He's gonna rocket back up to the top. And he does get Defix with that rocket. Comes back up to the top with LG and is looking for the kill. Gets TDS and is going to go for the rail kill. Switching over to Defix.
3, 2.
DOA has gone up to 0. And Defix with LG coming out to the top. 42% LG, very strong LG for Defix. Not missing too many energy cells on that one. And he goes into a rail.
Blue wins the round. Round
Again,
begins
still we're
in
sticking with Defix.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
It doesn't look like our pick map affects my FPS. I'm still 125 FPS, so very smooth. So I may keep the R pick map at 0 for the streams. We have Hothead following DOAC. I'm sure that means Captain. Could be something else, but I'm assuming it's Captain.
Begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Midnight Heart now. He gets taken out. Follows move to Scotty. Scotty rockets up to the jump, to the top.
Red wins the round.
And we have a 4-on-1 situation for DOA.
Round begins in 3.
So,
2,
oh,
1.
a little bit of telefrag there. Can't be too happy about that.
Blue wins the
And
round.
VDP has the second point of the scrim. Watching Heiko now.
Round begins.
He's got LG out. He's going to go up the main elevator to the top.
1.
And he switches over to rocket. And tries to force DOA off the top. He's got 2 on top, 1 at mid-level. He's coming down to mid-level. He's going to do some LG suspend. And does take his man out. And he gets taken out in turn, following Doomsday device. We have a 4-3 situation. VDP has pulled it back to 1. Defix going up to the top.
1. Fight.
Oh, he couldn't rocket jump up to the top. He does. He's got to watch it there. He may have almost put it. He moves away. He's got 26 health. So he has a 1-on-3 situation here. And he will try to pick his rails. Oops. Almost ran into a dude. Gets taken out. We have a 5-on-3 situation now.
Round begins in
Arcanus.
3,
Arcanus.
2, 1.
I have so much trouble with these names. Pits 1. Looks for the rail on the top. Couldn't quite rocket jump there. Goes to the top on the rocket jump, pulls out LG and gets pushed off. Maybe again, and one more. He does get the frag. Rocket jumps up to the top for the rail. Let's move over to Doomsday Device.
3, 2, 1.
It's not a good position to be. Rocket jumps up to the top, mixing it up with 4 VDP guys. He's quite comfortable on the ledge. Moves to the top and tries to pressure off, but is unable to do it. Take a look at TDS now.
Begins in 3,
Goes through the portal. He's got 2 behind him, 2 enemy behind him. Oh, he caught a little bit of a nade splash there. But he does manage to get 1 rail. The second rail was on. And just zoom in for a little bit, see what he's going to rail at. He's just waiting for the portal exit.
Blue wins the round.
Doesn't need to. Had a tight camp at that point.
Round
Watching Heiko now, going off to the top.
3, 2.
We have a pretty close game. DOA was 6, VDP was 5. Heiko rocket jumps to the top, avoiding a lot of nade coming down from the top to the mid-level. Pulls out the LG, positions himself on the ledge and gets taken out.
Red wins the round.
So DOA is putting another point up.
Round
Going
begins
with a 2-point advantage in the
3,
scrim.
2, 1.
Okay, it's coming up to the top. And here we have a little bit of a sandwich LG situation. They do take out the man, the name of the game. Double team when you can. Another double team.
Red wins the round.
And DOA certainly capitalizing on a lot of the uneven matches here.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
Pothead goes to mid-level. He has isolation on 1 person. They have 3 at the top. Let's see what they do here. He gets taken out going in top by himself. He had support coming over, but a little bit late. Heiko gets a nice rail on the top man coming up. And he finishes Scotty off. And he gets taken out, dropping to the bottom. Acronis, very nice rocket to rail combination.
Round
Watching Doomsday Device.
2, 1.
And this is a game point of the first game scrim. TDS here. Gonna do a rail. That looked like it hit. A little bit of splash on that rocket, looking for the rail. Comes around the back end, looking to flank. Very nice. So I'll move over to Pothead, who's got a 2-on-1 situation. We'll see how he plays this. He does get taken out by Defix. Stick with Defix for the time being.
Round begins in.
He'll move through the portal, 3 of them coming up to the top. He will drop the elevator. With LG out, he pushes the enemy off the top. Going and looking at fighting at mid-level maybe. He drops to the bottom. Back up to the top. LG work just to make sure that enemy coming off the top gets cleared off. And a very nice rail. But he does get taken out with a solid rocket by Arcanus.
Blue wins the round.
Looking at TDS now.
Round begins in 3,
Each of these are game points.
1.
DOA does have game point on the last two rounds. VDP has staved off the game point. We'll see if they can do it again. They're in a 2-on-2 situation here. And first game to DOA, 10-7.
Wins.
Very quick. Let's look at the stats. Basically, we have a 40% for Heiko on his rockets. The rail percentages, respectable, not that high, 44s and 45s for VDP. I didn't take a chance to look at the percentages for DOA, but DOA did come away with the first game of the scrim. We'll see what map they're going to play for the second game.
Vote now. Vote passed.
Oops. Okay, going to almost last for the second game of the scrum. I'm just going to make some adjustments to the models. I hope it doesn't kick me out for that. And let's go to advanced, team options. You can see Keel Bright. Let's give you, oh, not too much. Let's go to custom. Can I go custom? No, maybe. I'm going to make everyone very ugly. There you go. Let's see what that does.
Prepare your team.
Here we go. I'm going to put on the accuracies again.
3, 2, 1.
On DFX at the moment. He gets to fight Lucy.
Red wins the round. Round begins in 3.
Follows me
2,
to Xanthias. DOA's got first blood on the second game of the scrum. They did take the first game. So let's see how VDP responds. There's some railing going on here. I'll zoom in for a little bit of the railing action. There's a lot of misses. Not a whole lot of rails heading at the moment. Back roll.
Blue wins the round.
Let's just check my FOV. Yeah, 120. That's fine.
3, 2, 1. Fight.
They have a 3-on-1. I'm going to try and find the Scotty. He's the last man. He has a 1-on-3 situation. We'll see if he can hero it out. Bit of LG and not able to avoid the rocket jump right at his feet.
Round begins in
On Defex now.
3, 2, 1, fight.
He goes to the pavilion with the lightning out. Does a little bit of rocket damage. Takes his man out. There's a little bit of rail work. And he gets some nice rocket splash to get his second kill. He gets taken out by a nice rail. 2-2. We're all tied up here.
Round
Gonna have a look at, let's see, had a look at Defex, so we'll get a pothead. He's got the LG, he's coming up the jump pad, he's not going up it. Let's see, he rocket jumps to the top of the pavilion. He lays in some nice rockets, takes out TDS with a direct. He's gonna see if he can get a second one here. He should be maybe pulling out the LG sometime soon. Yes, there he goes. A bit late for that. Heiko takes him out with his LG. Comes over to the top. They have a 3-on-1, and now it's a 3-on-0. Xaniath. They must have switched out for Doomday device. Took me a while to figure that out. Took a nade, took a rocket off the side, but flanked and paid for it. Moving to Midnight Heart, working their LG at the bottom. Looking for a target, coming up the jump pad, is gonna follow, yes. Pays for that. Currently on Defex, VDP has taken an early lead in this game, second game, 4-2. First game did go to DOA. And follow's gone to pothead after Defex got taken out with a couple of rockets. Very nicely done. Lots of rocket activity going on in the center. Heiko does manage to take pothead out. Whoop. And gets taken out by Arconis in a low health situation here. Pretty much they're both about the same. He's got a 2-on-1 situation, so he's going to be looking at picking up the rails. Midnight's backed off, he's low on health. They're all low on health. Yep, shotgun duel. Follows on Heiko. He's coming up to the top. He's got fairly good LG accuracy going for him, 40%. Very nice. His rockets are really hitting. You can see that 70% accuracy on his rockets. So the splash is doing some major damage here. Switching over to LG. He looks like he will take a Cronus out, maybe not. And he does, with 11 health point left at the end. So VDP showing a much more coordinated effort on this map. Almost lost the second game of the scrum. Heiko is doing some very nice work in the center. Does get taken out by Scotty with a nice rail. And we'll see if Scotty can put a second rail. Yes, he's hitting on those rails. 46%, very nice. Put him down under, maybe going to the top. He's going into the water. And he gets taken out by Midnight Heart. Very nice rail.
Round begins.
On Midnight Heart, VDP has basically 3 more rounds before the game is over. So let's see if they can put another 3 points together. Midnight Heart is basically putting down some major rockets and does get the kill on that one, albeit it was a splash. Pulls out the LG finally and does some mid-distance fighting. Doesn't let go of his man. Oh! And TDS comes away with the last Lucy being killed.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1, fight.
So TDS is providing covering fire for his teammates. Lots of splash damage from those rockets. Nice rail there. Rocket to rail. Followed by some LG work. Takes out a Conus on the top ledge. His health is kind of low, so he's staying back and railing. Ooh, very nice rail from TDS. And we have second game point. This one VDP did a whole lot better in controlling the map. They've taken outside on almost every occasion. So pretty good strategy on this map. Aiko's gone into the puddle area. Gonna rocket jump up to the top maybe? No. He gets taken out by Scotty. Very nice rail from Scotty.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
Scotty is leading for DOA. They currently are in tough. They got 7 game points to try and stave off. So it's asking a lot. Scotty's trapped in the water and he gets taken out. So there we have second game.
Blue wins.
Goes to VDP. They split a game 10-3. This one was quite convincing to VDP. So first game was on overkill. This one was almost lost. First game overkill. DOA did take it. I'll take a look at the statistics before we move on. Nothing fantastic to look at. 42% rail, very nice. 40% for VDP.
Vote now. Vote passed.
Okay, campgrounds, oddly enough. Why don't they do corrosion? Haven't seen that map too often. Actually, a map we have not seen yet in the league is Left Behind. No one has called that map. It's one of those maps no one knows how to play, apparently. 2 levels and it's pretty much not too many walls. It's quite open. So Zenith has come out for Doomsday. So again, we're having a little bit of sub work done by DOA. And let me just maybe give you something else to look at. I'm going to change the models of the team. Let's see. Nope, doesn't want to change. Oh, why doesn't it change? Interesting. Maybe I have to go to, there you go. Let's see. Give you a different look. You'll be fighting all eyeballs. Okay, we're just waiting for them to ready up for the last game. They've split the games one apiece between VDP and DOA.
Prepare your team.
Okay, they're gonna play DM6. Campgrounds.
Round begins in.
Ooh, got a little bit of lag. Following Midnight Heart for VDP. I have to say, this eyeball model makes a lot of squeaky sounds. You can pretend you're fighting aliens. But not hard. Gets taken out by Scotty. Defix is, we have some... what's going on here? Are they playing or are they just warming up? They aborted. I'm going to change that model. I find that model annoying. Interesting. It doesn't let me choose. Oh, okay. It only lets me choose the bride model. Ah, interesting. Okay. I'll try that one.
Juliet's impressive.
Okay, I'm going to try and ready them up. Ah, I can't call vote. Okay.
Prepare your team.
And here we go.
Round begins.
Following Midnight Heart. Let's get some accuracies up.
1. Fight.
Oh. Took Midnight Heart down to 8 on that LG exchange. Scotty does get a nice rocket.
Impressive.
Looks for the
Wins
gaunt.
the round.
Get some help with the rail. So DOA with a quick lead on this map.
3, 2, 1. Fight. Impressive.
Scotty's playing off by the rail. I will zoom in for you so you can see what it looks like.
Impressive.
I'm not sure if a lot of people use zoom on rail, but it is quite effective
2 frags
on
in
certain
2
situations.
seconds. Excellent.
He was looking for the rail. I'm going to switch over to TDS. He's playing it very carefully. Doesn't have a whole lot of health to give. In fact, none at all. So if Scotty sneezes on him, he's gone. Look at Scotty. Oh, he's got lots of health here. Lots of health. So 3 rails will do it. So TDS has to look for 3 rails in order to hero this out. Scotty's got a little bit of packet loss there going on. It's not very smooth. It's kind of jerky. And I think TDS is just going to play for a round draw. Scotty should try and find him. He's not looking at all the hiding places. There's one. He's underneath the rail, it sounds like. There he is.
Wins the round.
Okay.
Round
He's got good headphones because he was able to locate where that rocket came from. DFX now on the rail edge. Switches over to LG very quickly for try and get that LG suspend going. Not quite on target in order to do the LG suspend, but pretty good damage though. Arconis looking at railing into the bridge area. Backs off into the stairwell, comes up with the gets taken out by Heiko with a very nice rail, and Scotty takes him out with a also very nice placed rail.
Round begins in
Currently on Scotty.
3, 2, 1.
Rail edge, looking for some activity on the bridge. No, the splash didn't record very much. Rail to plasma. Looking for the flank maybe. Very nice LG anticipation there for the drop. Two very nice bounces. Oh, took a little bit of a nade. And that took his health point down to 2. And didn't take a whole lot to finish it off.
Round begins in
DFX bridge to rail.
3,
Fail.
2, 1. Fight.
He comes back up the stairwell. Finishes off the LG very nicely. Good LG skill there. Very nice LG skill. He got the rail on that one. Very nice. Not to rocket jump too deep into the red area. Just enough to avoid that rocket coming at from the corner.
1. Fight.
DFX going plasma to LG. And gonna finish it off with more LG work. Very nice to avoid the rail and to dodge.
Wins the round.
Nice rail. We have an even game. This third game, which is a tiebreaker between these two teams.
2, 1. Fight.
DFX coming up the stairwell. He's going mid to far distance with the LG. That's just almost outside the range of the LG there. So won't be doing as much damage as if they close in very quickly. Scotty takes him out with a very nice rail from the rail edge. So Scotty's very strong at rail. You can see 57%. It is his most effective weapon. We do have a one-on-one situation. Pretty much not too much difference between the health situation. It's going to take more than one rail to do any of these guys in. Scotty comes up with a very nice rocket.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
We'll take a look at Scotty. He's at the rail edge, setting up with his rail again.
Impressive.
He does get that rail to hit once. He's looking for another rail. Gets Heiko with a very nice rail from the rail edge. His finishing rails are telling. He's got one coming through the stairwell, and he takes him out. Looking for the one below bridge. He's moved to center, I bet. So we'll see where he is. He went to center, mid-level. We've got a rail on Scotty. He's going to rail edge now. Okay, I'm moving over to the TDS. Again, very low health. Very nice splash damage coming in, but he didn't have enough health to really contest that.
Round begins in 3, 2.
Have a look at Pothead coming up the stairwell to Rockets. Bridge stairwell. He gets kind of trapped in there, not a good thing. And he gets taken out. So again, when he was going stairwell, he didn't look to see if there were any yellow triangles up there to give him a hand. And currently he got double or triple deemed. Scotty's at pillars. Very nice rail on Defex. He is threading those rails. Preventing the flank with some rocket spammage, but does get taken out by TDS on his descent.
Round begins in 3.
Currently looking at TDS. He always seems to be last man standing for VDP, albeit fairly low health at the ends. Rocket jumps to bridge. He misses, getting a lot more splash on those rockets. He needs to put them a little bit closer. Nice anticipation and placement of those rockets. Very nice rail, got a hit, but couldn't finish it off. Midnight Heart comes away with it healthy as all hell. Curry on Heiko, coming up the main elevator to the bridge. He's got 2 at bridge, he's got some support. He's going to follow his kill, and he does take Doomsday Device out. So he's going center, mid-level center now, and looking for the rail. Go and get the rail. Okay, he's backed off.
Red wins the round.
Still a very close game. 1 point difference between the two teams. We're about halfway through the third game. First 2 games split apiece.
Fight.
Echo trying to flank on the rail edge. Scotty wards that off. Goes in for a couple more rails. Receives a little bit of a rocket splash there. And goes back up to rail again. A little bit of a duel going throughout the rail edge and the bridge. So Scotty's looking to make those rails count, and Midnight Heart comes away with that. So we have a 6-6.
Round begins.
Even Steven team.
3, 2.
Again, missed the bridge to rail jump. Oh no, she made it. I only say she because that's the model I'm using. Give everyone a different look. Midnight Heart doesn't chase to finish it off. Rocket jumps up to bridge. They are quite prepared to just play the positions and not chase. As I always say, there's a time for chasing and a time for playing the positions. Game's too early to chase. People still too healthy, and there's too many people running around for you to get isolated. So usually you don't want to chase too early in the game or in the round point, but towards the later end of the round point, when you know healths are down, it's usually wise to chase. Finish off your man. TDS is spamming rockets. I'm gonna find no, I'm not able to find the last guy who had a 3-on-1 situation. Pothead at the bridge. He just fends off 2, and he's gonna go down, and they're gonna chase. Pothead had Defex bounced all over the place. Defex had nowhere to go. Once you get bounced, it's very difficult to recover because you have no control over your air movement. Here's Pothead coming around the lower rail area and gets taken out, unfortunately, by Cronus. And we still have a 2-on-2, 7-on-7 even game.
Begins in 3, 2.
On Doomsday Device coming out of stairwell. Looking for the rail. They have two trapped in stairwell. He does rocket jump out of there. He didn't have a whole lot of damage with that trap. I think he shot his own guy with that rocket, but what the heck. He's got all of a sudden 16 health point. Let's see how he plays this. Okay, he's gonna take a covered position where he can just rail from. Trying to get away from... oh, he couldn't get away with that. Defix is really low. He's looking at putting rails down. Coming to the bridge, looking for the rail. We have a 2-on-1 situation. Arconis. They know where he is. Aha, we have one low. Very difficult to rail from that position. Maybe try the rail ledge. It's an easier position to hold than that position he's playing. Oh, that just missed. So he's got to be careful coming out of the stairwell. They know he's in there, so they'll be tossing nades at him. So everyone's low, they're playing it very cautiously. And TDS does come away with it.
Round begins in 3, 2.
So Defix and Scotty are the high scorers for either team. TDS is at the bridge. He's putting some major rocket work into the rail edge area, making sure that if the guy's going to stick his rail out, he's going to get punished for it. We have a 3-on-1 situation. I'm going to find Defix, who's the last VDP guy, and he gets wrapped up in center court. Not a whole lot of hope for him there. Very close third game for the scrim. Again, this is not a QLGL match, it is a scrim. Acronis rocket jumps to the bridge, gets a very nice rail off and gets taken out by a rail by Defix. Defix is... oh! He gets taken out very quickly. All of a sudden we have match point here. 9-8 for DOA. Can VDP stave off elimination? Well, it's not really elimination, but it could be. Hothead's doing some rocket damage. They have 2 up, 2 bottom on the bridge. So they are pushing out. And VDP has a man advantage here. Let's see what they can do. Midnight at the rail edge, looking for rails. Okay, can't find anyone to rail. Here's someone over at pillars. Looks at... doesn't go to flank. Goes to chase.
Blue wins the round.
And we have a 9-9 sudden death. Third game of the scrum. First 2 games split for the bragging rights. Let's see how this point is getting played. Midnight Heart very early, chasing through the stairwell, gets low on health and pays for it. From a rail from the rail edge. Doomsday device, we have a 3-on-2 situation. We have a 2-on-2 situation. DOA has 1 up, 1 down from bridge. And they have a 2-on-1 situation. I'm moving to TDS. Oh wow, TDS is again the last man standing. Oh, very nice rail. We have a 1-on-1 situation for bragging rights between VDP and DOA. Let's see, who wants it more? I'm going to switch over. There's not much difference between the health situations. It's basically whoever lands the first rail is gonna win. I'd be playing shotgun at this point in time. There you go. TDS took out the rail for the hero. So VDP takes it 2-1 over DOA. Okay, and I am stopping the stream.